You're listening to a Get Abstract summary of The Domino Story, a book by Marshall Layton Turner. Business writer Marshall Layton Turner presents the humble origins and unstoppable rise of Domino's, Inc., the international pizza chain. Founder Tom Monahan grew the company from 3 Michigan pizzerias into a successful chain by creating a special sauce, focusing on delivery, and prioritizing locations in pizza-loving college towns. Domino's used fast delivery and early digital innovation to outmaneuver its competitors and become number one in its industry. Takeaway 1. 3 Michigan pizzerias called Dominick's were the precursors of Domino's Pizza. Domino's Pizza had humble origins. Founder Thomas Stephen Monahan was born in 1937. His widowed mother struggled to support him and his younger brother, Jim, who spent their childhood in and out of foster care. After college and the Marine Corps, Tom delivered pizza part-time with Jim, who introduced him to Dominick DeVarty, owner of 3 Dominick's pizzerias. By 1960, DeVarty had a pizza restaurant in Ypsilanti and 2 in Ann Arbor. Jim and Tom paid him $900 cash for his restaurants and agreed to pay off his debt to buy the 3 Michigan restaurants. Both of them intended it to be a side business. DeVarty let them use the name Dominick's and gave them a 15-minute lesson on making pizza. Dominick's hours were 5 p.m. to midnight, which let them keep their day jobs. After 8 months of working 2 jobs, Jim was exhausted. He sold out to Tom, who left college in 1961 to run the restaurants. The owner of an old Italian restaurant in Lansing showed Monahan how to make his pizza sauce. By April 1962, using his new secret sauce, Monahan was earning $750 a week, up from his first week in business when he made $99. But Ann Arbor was a college town and sales dropped in the summer. Monahan used his downtime to increase efficiency. He stopped making 6-inch and 9-inch pizzas because they took just as long to make and deliver as larger pies and made less money. Monahan joined forces with Jim Gilmore, founder of Pizza from the Prop, who paid $500 to become a 50-50 partner. He ran their new Mount Pleasant shop while Gilmore ran the Ypsilanti store. The Mount Pleasant store, branded Pizza King, offered free delivery. The 2 stores made about $3,000 a week. But Gilmore wasn't pulling his weight, and Monahan grew tired of helping him. Monahan and his new wife, Marjorie, who became his bookkeeper, opened a new location in Ypsilanti in 1963. They were working 100 hours a week. Later that year, he and DeVarty had a falling out, and DeVarty forbid Monahan to use the Dominick's name. At the end of 1963, Gilmore convinced him to spend $90,000 on a new store, but it lost money. In 1965, Monahan severed ties with Gilmore. Takeaway 2. Domino's Pizza started as a franchise in college towns. Dumping Gilmore sparked the enterprise that became Domino's Pizza, Inc. Monahan had 3 pizzerias in 3 locations under 3 names and wanted to unite them under one name. Employee Jim Kennedy thought of the name Domino's. Monahan loved it because it was Italian, and he could use 3 dots, symbolizing the 3 stores he had then, on a domino as the store's logo. Monahan considered franchising as a business model after meeting Ray Kroc from McDonald's and John Y. Brown from KFC at a franchise seminar in the late 1960s. Monahan's attorney, Larry Sperling, suggested local politician Chuck Gray as a potential franchisee. The men had instant chemistry, and Monahan sold Gray the existing East Ypsilanti store, where business doubled. Monahan built his 3 stores into 6 by the end of 1967 and turned a $90,000 debt to a $50,000 profit. That year, Monahan made employee Dean Jenkins his second franchisee. Jenkins established his Domino's in a vacant building Monahan leased in Ann Arbor. Monahan turned his focus to franchising Domino's in college towns. Students represented easy revenue because advertising to them was cheap. By July 1967, Monahan set his sights on East Lansing, home of Michigan State University's 20,000 dorm students. Monahan created Domino's of Lansing, Inc., listing himself as the sole shareholder. He decided to concentrate on his most popular pizza, the 12-inch pie. Monahan opened his first location outside Michigan in Burlington, Vermont. Steve Litweiler, a former delivery driver, convinced Monahan to let him buy a franchise store. Litweiler opened in 1968 and later added 4 stores. Monahan always opened an anchor store near a college and then added nearby stores, using the anchor as their commissary for ingredients and prep work. By 1969, Domino's Pizza had 42 stores in Michigan, Vermont, and Ohio. That grew to 200 stores by 1978 and 1,000 by 1983. Takeaway 3. Domino's simplified its pizza-making process and focused on free delivery within 30 minutes. Other pizzerias competed on toppings, long menus, or luxurious settings. Domino's delivered pizzas quickly. Monahan discovered that simplicity boosted the bottom line. Domino's didn't offer sit-down dining, so it spent less on real estate. Until 1989, Domino's offered only two choices, a 12-inch or a 16-inch pie with the same crust, 11 toppings, and Coca-Cola as the only soft drink. By way of contrast, from 1960 to 1991, McDonald's offered 6 drink options, burgers, fish, breakfast, chicken nuggets, and salads as food choices. Domino's served only pizza for 30 years, until 1992. Monahan redesigned Domino's storefronts by rearranging counters, coolers, and work areas to increase efficiency. He'd upgrade his equipment as needed and bought Big Red, the world's biggest pizza oven with a 90 pizza capacity. He developed a Ferris wheel for a revolving oven that could cook more pizzas with less space than traditional ovens. Domino's invented the thermal insulated bag, patented in 1983, to keep pizzas hot during delivery. It shaved time off deliveries by reducing its delivery radius to 6 minutes. Domino's didn't invent pizza delivery, but it was the first pizzeria to focus on it almost entirely. Monahan's first store was so small, delivery was his only option. He figured the delivery business was so hard, few other pizza places would attempt it. Monahan invented the corrugated cardboard box that would keep pizza warm and support the weight of a stack of many boxes. Because it was thicker and absorbed the oil from cheese, corrugated cardboard worked well, and the box's design enabled flat storage. In 1984, Domino's guaranteed delivery within 30 minutes or the pizza would be free, but speedy delivery caused problems for Domino's. Consumers formed a People Against Dangerous Delivery lobbying group and demanded Domino's stop its 30-minute delivery policy. In 1993, Jean Kinder of St. Louis successfully sued Domino's after a delivery driver ran a red light, striking her car and injuring her. She won $79 million. Domino's then embraced a total satisfaction guarantee instead of a specified delivery time. Takeaway 4. Competition heated up for Domino's in the late 1980s and early 1990s. In the late 1980s and 1990s, Domino's faced stiff competition. Pizza deliveries were 25% of an $8 billion pizza industry, which experts then expected to hit $12 billion by 1990. Domino's competitor Pizza Hut wanted to break into delivery after dominating the sit-down market for decades. In 1986, it invested $75 million to build its home delivery capacity. Pizza Hut opened 1,000 delivery stores within a year, and by 1991 was making $1 billion on deliveries. Little Caesars was after a different market, carry-out only. It had dominated the pizza market in the 1980s with its buy one, get one free offer and its catchy ad phrase, "Pizza, pizza." Little Caesars made huge profits from its low overhead. It needed only 1,200 to 1,800 square feet for each carry-out restaurant. Pizza Hut became known for its red-roofed restaurants, Domino's for fast delivery, and Little Caesars for the best value. In 1984, John Schnatter invested $1,600 and started Papa John's. By 1992, it was making about $50 million annually. In 1993, Schnatter went public with 232 stores. His business strategy was to make and deliver a high-quality pizza. In the early 1990s, market saturation led to a plateau in pizza sales. Customers wanted more variety and turned to fast casual restaurants like Boston Market or Chipotle. Some nights people wanted pizza. On other nights they wanted a salad, sushi, or a sub. Takeaway 5. CEOs David Brandon, 1999 to 2009, and J. Patrick Doyle, 2009 to 2018, helped turn Domino's around, including changing the original pizza recipe. Pizza sales declined in the 1990s and early 2000s. When David Brandon became CEO of Domino's in 1999, he was managing more than 6,200 stores and $3.3 billion worth of sales, with 90% of orders coming in by phone. Brandon said he almost fainted when he learned Domino's turnover rate was 158%, which was 60% higher than the restaurant industry average. In his first year, Brandon visited hundreds of stores and overhauled the hiring system. He bucked tradition by adding non-pizza products, cheesy bread in 2000, cinnamon bread twists, the first dessert offering, in 2000, buffalo chicken kickers, 2002, a Philly cheesesteak pizza, 2003, Domino's Dots, 2003, salads in some stores, 2004, brownie squares, 2006, and Oreo dessert pizza, 2007. Brandon improved the firm's finances by closing or selling 146 unprofitable locations and cutting 100 administrative positions. During his decade at Domino's, Brandon added more than 2,600 locations worldwide, went public in 2004, and doubled its market value to more than $2 billion. Brandon's boldest achievement was changing the original pizza recipe. In 2008, Domino's tested and tweaked a new recipe in secret. For 2 years, it experimented with dozens of cheeses, 15 sauces, and nearly 50 crust seasoning blends. In December 2009, it retrained employees, teaching them how to make pizza with the new recipe. It spent $75 million on a 6-week ad campaign. Domino's risky all-or-nothing gamble paid off. By 2012, Domino's earned #1 standing for having the best-tasting pizza. Takeaway 6. Domino's became the tech company that sells pizza and the world's #1 pizza chain. When Senior VP of Marketing Patrick Doyle became CEO in 2009, he wanted to make Domino's the world's #1 pizza company, give franchisees the best possible return on investment, improve customer experience, and develop a new leadership team. Both Brandon and Doyle invested heavily in technology. From 2001 to 2003, Domino's required franchisees to adopt a single point-of-sale system called Pulse. It allowed customers to create pizza profiles by inputting pizza preferences and payment on the mobile app. In a 2012 Board of Directors meeting, Domino's executives Kelly Garcia, VP of E-commerce Development, and Dennis Maloney, Chief Digital Officer, said the company could survive by seeing itself as an e-commerce company that happens to sell pizza. The next year, Domino's simplified pizza profiles to 5 clicks, down from 25 with the original app, requiring only seconds to execute. Domino's was probably the first restaurant to give customers a view of its internal processes when it debuted the Domino's Tracker in 2008. Its other innovative digital tools included the Pizza Builder, which also debuted in 2008. Pizza Builder allowed users to custom build, name, and order delivery of their pizza. In 2014, the company offered an updated app for iPad and Dom, a digital voice-activated personal assistant like Siri. The Easy Order button came out in 2015, allowing customers to note their favorite order, preferred payment method, order type, delivery or carryout, address, and favorite store. Between 2014 and 2015, Domino's created Anywhere, offering 15 ways to order pizza digitally, including Google Home, Amazon Echo, Samsung Smart TVs, Twitter, Slack, and more. Domino's customers spent $2 more on digital orders than on in-person or phone orders. In 2018, Domino's opened hotspots that let customers have pizza delivered to non-traditional addresses, such as parks or games. Now customers can order pizza by texting an emoji. After the 2008 recession and waning customer interest, Domino's rebounded. It climbed from $10 billion in revenue in 2014 to $15.8 billion in 2018. On February 20, 2018, Domino's announced its place as the world's #1 pizza chain.